You know that moment that is unlike anything else in a Pokemon game when you're minding your own business, you're adventuring along, and then suddenly, a shiny?
Oh my god!
But that said, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Pokemon trainers, as I welcome you to this video, what isn't good is A, getting incomprehensibly 1 in 4,000 plus lucky and getting a random shiny, or spending hours specifically shiny hunting, only for the shiny to be, how do I put this, utterly trash. Like, look, I think Rouge is one of the best new Pokemon, full stop, in the gen. I think it is fantastic. But at the same time, in what world is the shiny Rouge? I don't know. Let's make his eyes blue instead of red. And I get what they're going for here. They're hinting at Ceruledge. Like, Ceruledge has, instead of purpley eyes, red eyes to hint at Rouge. Okay, cute. But, like, when you have to sort of spend a moment actually identifying what's even changed for a shiny, it's a little bit sad. Like, why doesn't Rouge get purpley pink fire and a purpley pink Ceruledge color scheme, and then Ceruledge gets red and orange fire on its blades and the red and yellow color scheme, and they actually look like flipped inverted skins of each other? That would be badass shinies, but I digress. I'm not here to dunk on the bad ones. Maybe we'll get to that later, but for now, I want to go over the 5 shinies that I think are truly exemplary, because there are 5 in this new gen that are ridiculously awesome, and I, for one, want to hunt them all. And I hope perhaps I inspire you to do the same. We're going to start with a couple honorable mentions, however. The first one of which is going to Koraidon. Yes, indeed, our mount, if you are a Scarletier. Can I say Scarletier? Scarletier work? Scarletier? I don't know. It's got a ridiculously cool shine. Like insanely cool. The black contrast with the white is an awesome choice, and then that slight fade of pinky red and yellow to make a bridge between the two stark colors is wonderful, and genuinely, it's just, I can't get over how much I like shiny Koraidon. It is one of the best color schemes I've seen. It's just only an honorable mention, because, I mean, it's the shiny box legendary, which makes it just a little bit less usable than we might like, and you certainly can't go hunting for it. After that, then, I want to mention Palafin, or at least specifically Hero Form shiny Palafin, as I do think this look is a much stronger one. I like the darker edge to it, and I realize now after Koraidon that just seems like all my shiny choices are going to be whichever goes the most muted, least colourful, but I assure you that's not the case. In any case, well, I just think shiny Palafin is particularly fun, and essentially because he is based, of course, on being a superhero, it just feels like this is an alternate costume that he's got made, like a different phase in his superhero career, and I like that vibe. Alright then, to the list proper at number 5. It's a big hammer. Tinkaton, with its bronze look instead of the irony steel. The actual Pokemon doesn't change, but the hammer, let's be honest, is larger than the Pokemon, and it's all you can bloody see when you're battling with it. It's massive, and I think the bronzy color is a much better color than the iron. I find it much more pleasant, and I think it suits the overall aesthetic of the Pokemon a lot more, and I really do like it. It's an interesting one, because the volume of Pokemon that has changed color is massive, despite none of the literal living Pokemon having changed color, and I think that's really fun for a shiny. Next up then, well, this one is quite impressive. It's only at number 4 because I don't really like the Pokemon itself, but the shiny specifically is undeniably ridiculous, and that is Toedscruel. But also its pre-evolution gets really nice too, with going the pure sort of white sheen, but Toedscruel itself, I mean, the black and the white top is just awesome. I love the black and white contrast. I realize we've gone Koraidon territory again, but I assure you they're not all like this. And then the light pink to more neon-y pink fade down the tentacles with just that little bit of purple sucker mouth end. Sucker mouth? Sucker mouth end! Sucker mouth end! I really am reminded consistently why sometimes maybe I shouldn't just freestyle every video. And it just is wonderful. It is such an insane improvement over the original Toedscruel, and when that happens, I think a shiny is always quite special. A lot of the time, it's obviously an alternate color scheme. Sometimes the shiny is worse than the base form. Most of the times, it's a side grade. It is rare that I think it is a strict upgrade in every sense, and Toedscruel makes that happen. So our Walking Land Mushroom Squid Boy is definitely one that I am a fan of. Next up, we have a Pokemon that I have fallen in love with. It's sadly not as good as I would like it to be competitively, but I don't care because you use the Pokemon that you love the most, alright? The Ash method never fails. In any case, it's Rellor.
I love gold!
Because, come on, it is rolling a golden ball of gold. I really shot myself in the foot by starting with golden, but it's a golden ball of gold, okay? But not just that, alright? Not just that. The actual Beetle itself goes a really lovely shades of grey with the blue eyes, and it's very, very fun. But I always really appreciate it when the evolution keeps the quality, because a lot of the time a shiny Pokemon starts amazing, and then by the time it finishes evolving, it's actually gotten a lot worse. Whereas this time, shiny Rabsca, the Beetle hanging off the ball of energy, the ball that is all. It's just a gleaming golden old man Beetle, and oh, it's just better. It's just definitively better than the base form, and it is beautiful. The shiny gold contrasting with the white is great, and I can't get over how good it is. It is a shame that the psychic ball of dung energy that's the sentence, isn't changed, but it does very much work, and I think you can't go wrong with a pure gold transformation, let's be honest here. Past that then, this one might be a very common pick for, I imagine, a lot of you, but it's hard to deny that yes, Iron Valiant in shiny form is just, it's so cool, it's badass. Like the pure chrome with just the popping pink blades, it works so well, and it is so definitively better than base Iron Valiant. This robotic fusion of Gallade and Gardevoir, this is how it's supposed to be. They don't need to finish painting it, just let it exist straight off the factory floor, and we have ourselves the better Pokemon. It really, really is good. I think with a lot of the shiny iron paradoxes, just not giving them paint and letting them be normal chrome metal is a bit of a choice, but with Iron Valiant, it undoubtedly works thanks to those glowing blades that really make it pop. So yeah, that one is definitely up there for me. Then we get to my number one spot, and this one might technically be a little bit of a cheat because you can't really get it, but it's just so good that I couldn't resist mentioning it and giving it to my number one spot. If there is ever an event or any kind of way to make this happen, I will be there, and that is Chi-Yu. Shiny Chi-Yu. Look at it, from the classic more orangey red firefish to this blue fire with the black tips. It's so much better. It's so neat. I absolutely love it. It's gone from the Zuko to the Azula, and that's a really good color flip switch for a flaming fish. Oh, I really, really like it. I like Chi-Yu in general. I like this hovering, flying magma fish that Death sealed behind as a cursed treasure. And then when it gets this full-on blue flame aesthetic, it really does stand out to me as honestly one of the better side legendaries we've ever seen. And indeed, the side legendaries this gen have just been great. But shiny Chi-Yu, whew, Chi-Yu. I don't know what that was supposed to imply. It was supposed to be a good positive noise, and it just sounded like a slow, long drawn out sneeze. In any case, that are my choices, and I would love to know yours too. Do you agree, disagree with any that I have nominated? For now though, like you've enjoyed this, subscribe and hit the bell for more. Consider supporting a future channel on Patreon down below. And until we meet again, Goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.